First, we're going to take our piece of clay and roll it into a ball or a sphere. You can roll it into a big circle using your table, or you can use your hands and roll it into a circle. Sometimes I like to use both methods to get a really smooth shaped sphere. What you're trying to do is smooth out all of those cracks and folds in your clay. Now, to get the coil started, we're going to use the base of our palm and we're going to roll forward and backwards to create a thick cylinder. Next, we're going to use both of our hands to roll the coil. It's important that your fingers are not spread out and that we keep them straight and together to roll an even coil. This picture is to show you how your hands are going to move as you're rolling the coil. You're going to start in the middle, and then you're going to roll forward and backwards, kind of like in a zigzag pattern. And your hands are slowly going to move away from each other every time you roll. So let's practice that hand motion in the air before we start with the clay. You'll start in the middle, roll forward and backwards, and your hands are moving away from each other every time you roll. And you want to make sure you're spreading your hands out to the ends of the clay and then starting over in the middle. And as you're rolling, you want to make it as even as possible, that there's not a lot of big dents or bumps in the clay. And you roll it until it's about as thick as a marker. And now you have rolled your first coil. Next, we're going to ball it up and roll it back into a sphere. We're going to practice different types of coil designs. First, you're going to tear your clay into 6 different pieces. After you've done that, go ahead and roll each piece into a sphere. Next, you're going to roll each sphere into a coil. And you might have to use your fingertips because it's a smaller piece of clay and you want to roll it about as thick as a pencil. So you'll do that for all 6 spheres. For the first one, we're going to roll it into a simple spiral. So you're going to bend one end and very slowly curl it up, kind of like a snail shell. For this next one, we're going to make another spiral, but this time we're going to make it smaller. So we'll stop in the middle and then take the other side and roll another spiral in the opposite direction. This creates a double spiral. For the next design, we'll make a zigzag folded design. So it almost looks like a zigzag line that's squished together. The next coil design, you're going to roll it into a spiral again. This time, when you're finished with the spiral, you're going to softly squeeze it into a square shape. For the last design, we're going to use 2 coils and we're going to twist them together. So one hand is going to twist away from you and the other hand is going to twist towards you. And you'll do that at the same time. I always like to start out slow and then I could keep twisting the more I see them come together. Just make sure you don't twist too hard because sometimes that will cause the rope to break. Now you have made all of these different coil designs that can be used in your coil pot. Now I'd like you to try and make up a new design of your own.